This story is related to phonics for phase 2. It's got a character in it of a sound that you learned this week. Can you see which one it is? That's right, we've got the fairy there. What do you think this story is about? Fairies. What else do you see? Animals, a boy. Do you think they're going on an adventure together? Yeah. This story is called Freddy and the Fairy. Freddy, Fairy. It's written by Julia Donaldson and the pictures are illustrated by Karen George. She drew the pictures for this story. Let's begin. Freddy found a fairy tangled in a tree. "Help! I'm stuck!" the fairy cried. So Freddy set her free. That was a better friend thing to do of Freddy. "Thank you," said the fairy. "My name is Bessie Bell. I'll grant you all your wishes, though I can't hear very well." Wishes. What would you wish for if you could wish for anything, early years? Anything else you'd wish for? Let's see what Freddy wishes for. Freddy thought, then mumbled, "I wish I had a pet." Why, you shall," said Bessie Bell, and she conjured up a net. "I don't want to go fishing," said Freddy. What was it Freddy asked for? He asked for a pet. What was it that he got? He got a net. Well, I'd rather have a dog than a fish." "A presto," said the fairy. This is what Freddy is thinking. The fairy conjured up. What's that Freddy's got on his head? A frog. Was this something Freddy wanted? What was it Freddy wished for on the last page? He wished for a dog. "Oh, let's try again," said Freddy. He's still thinking of some pets. Which pets do you see he's thinking of right there? Yeah, a cat. "I wish I had a cat." "That's easy," said the fairy, and she conjured up. Do you think she'll get it right? What did he get? A bat. "I don't like bats," said Freddy. Is there another pet he might come up with? How about that? What about a mouse? "Ooh, lift up that stone," the fairy said, and Freddy found... Do you know what this is? Is it a mouse? No, it's a louse. That was not something Freddy asked for. "That isn't right," said Freddy. Maybe you should give it one more go. Any other pets Freddy hasn't mentioned yet? Let me see. What was it he wished for? He wished for a cat, a dog, a mouse. Didn't get any of those. Let's think. Perhaps I could ask for a parrot. "I'll do my best," said Bessie Bell, and she conjured up... What's that? A carrot? Freddy stamped his foot and said, "This carrot has no beak." "Oh, forgive me," said the fairy, and a tear rolled down her cheek. Now, is the fairy the bad guy in the story? I don't think we've got any bad guys in here. She is just making mistakes. How did the story start? He helped a fairy, and what did she say to Freddy? She couldn't hear so well, so that might be where the mistake is happening. Just then, from out of nowhere appeared the Fairy Queen. She dried the fairy's eyes and asked, "Well, well, well, whatever does this mean?" "It's Bessie Belle," said Freddy. "She gets things wrong," he grumbled. "I'm sorry," said the fairy, "but I'm pretty sure you mumbled." "Now, Freddy," said the Fairy Queen. She sounded kind, but a little stern. "Before you wish again, there are 3 rules for you to learn. Rule number 1. You mustn't mumble. See, mumbling. Shall I mumble something? I'm going to mumble. Could you hear that? I mumbled way too much. I said I would like to have my lunch. You mustn't mumble. Rule 2. What should he not do here? Yeah. Don't turn away. Don't turn around. The fairy needs to see your lips so she can read your mouth and see the words when you say them. Rule number 3. What's he doing here? Don't cover up your mouth when you talk. She can't see through your hand. Now, if you obey these 1, 2, 3 golden rules, then I'm sure the fairy will understand what you're saying. So Freddy thought about it really hard, and he learned the 3 golden rules. And now he speaks really clearly, and everything he wishes for comes true. Do you see that? How many pets has he wished for? I hope he's got room in his house for these. Well, almost everything he wishes for comes true. Do you think he wished for a gorilla? Maybe. I liked this story. It was really funny. The reason we read this story is because we've been practicing the for Francesco, Fox, Fairy, Freddy, Frog, but also because it's very, very important when we are learning letters and sounds to make sure that we listen carefully, we look at the sound when it's being made, and we don't mumble. Try to speak up and loud. So, for today, for phase 2, you are going to repeat all the sounds and the actions with me, and you need to see if you can listen carefully. Maybe look at my mouth and see how is it that I'm making the sound. The O is all round, the I got my tongue like that, which looks really funny on the video. And see if you can repeat it nice and clear. No mumbling today. Good luck! Hi, we are going to look at the letters and sounds together. I will run through them. I will have got cards ready on the table. I will pick up a card, show it to you, say the sound, and show the action that goes with it. Yeah? Let's give it a go. S. Ah, ah, ah. T, 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 t. I, 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 I. Mm. Mm. D, 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 d. G, g. Ah, ah, ah. Eh, 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 eh. Ah, 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 ah. R, 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 r. B, 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 b. L, l, l. To gather your learning from the last few weeks and put it all together, I would like you to use your favorite book, the book that you showed us yesterday on our Zoom meeting, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a small book report with my favorite children's book, which is Room on the Broom. Now, Jen, what is a book report? Good you asked. A book report is something that I could show others to show them how I feel about this book and why it is my favorite, what I like very much about it, and maybe get some friends or other family members interested in also giving it a read. Okay? Remember that I need a photo of your book report up on the Padlet too. Room on the Broom. Can you see my white piece of paper here? I'm going to start with Room on the Broom. I'm going to see if I can write the title of the story and the person who wrote the story at the top of my paper. If you are in early years 1, remember you're allowed to get some help with the writing. Room on the broom. I noticed that room has a capital letter and broom has a capital letter. Room on the broom. Full stop. Here I can find who wrote the story. The story is written by Julia Donaldson. Julia Yeah. Donaldson. I have to admit to you, earliers, that writing like this on my computer is very tricky. But that means that I am also practicing something today. Julia Donaldson. Then I could take a look at the cover of my book and see if I could draw the picture. So if my friends went to the library, they might already be able to spot it there. I'll do it quick. Remember, you have a lot more time than I do to make your picture. Pop the moon in there. So I'm just going to do this super fast. There we go. There. Her hand. Wand. Start. There. Her skirt. Alright, I might have to stop. You can, of course, do a lot more on your picture. Oh no, I have to add the cat. You know I like cats. The cat in. Now, as you can see, this doesn't look the exact same as the cover of the book. Is that alright? Yes, it is. I am not Axel Scheffler. He is the man who drew the real picture for Room on the Broom. I'm not Axel Scheffler, so my picture will be different. It will be my version of it. Then I want to show how I feel about this book. How I could do that is I could draw an emotion. And I'm guessing because it's our favorite book, this is probably how we feel about it. And then for phase 2B, children who have already started reading and writing a teeny tiny bit in the classroom, you can also try to write a little bit about what you think of the book. So I think it's really funny. I find it a smiley face because I think it's really funny. I just learned again about the f in a storybook there. Fa, fa, fun. Do you hear what I said at the end there? Fun. Maybe I should write funny. Funny. I find this book really funny. And then I always have to remember to write my name. If you want an extra challenge, you can write some more words about the story. But the main thing that I want you to do is think about why this is your favorite book and try to copyright some of the title and the author, the person who wrote the story, draw the illustration and write your name. And earlier, I would really like to see lowercase letters in your names, especially earlier too. All of you should only be writing a capital letter at the beginning of your name, and the rest of your name needs to be lowercase letter. But Jen, why? That's because soon, when you do even more writing, all those letters will be mostly lowercase letters. So you might as well get the practice in. Now, I don't know if you have a name card at home, but maybe you could get some help into making a name card so you can use that. Please remember to take a picture. I would so much like to see how you feel about your favorite book. Enjoy! Bye bye!